This is your job as a project manager, to deliver your project on time, on scope, and on budget within an environment that is full of risk. The PMD Pro curriculum provides you with a framework to understand your job better. It organizes all the work of a project into 6 phases and introduces 6 disciplines that permeate throughout the project lifecycle. This is where the story of your project begins. In the beginning, the purpose of any project has to be identified and the project itself designed. To do this, information is collected and then analyzed. At this stage, you want to understand the current state of the environment your project will be operating in. One way to do this is to identify needs. To do so, you might ask a series of questions. Have we considered enough perspectives? Can we triangulate the data? Who will affect or be affected by the intervention? What are their interests, capacities, and motivations? What actions should we take? What is causing the starter problem? What is the effect of the starter problem? This analysis will help you to understand the desired future state and better determine feasible project interventions. A log frame helps you to design your project by clearly defining the scope, causal logic, indicators of success, and assumptions. Along the way, as you analyze your stakeholders and identify assumptions, the first risks of your project begin to surface. Congratulations! Thanks to your hard work during the project identification and design stage, you won the award. But before you can jump right in and start the work, you have to pause and spend some time setting up how your project will be run. This will include things like setting up the management structure through which decisions will get made and confirming that your project has the support of your organization and the community. Now is also the time to talk about your decision-making authority as a project manager. Have the conversation about project tolerances now before problems arise. Project planning is the next phase. No one can plan for an entire project right from the start. Too many things will change along the way. That is why project managers plan and do, and then plan and do. Planning is an iterative process where parts of a project are planned in greater detail as they get nearer, and adjustments are made to that plan as it is being executed to account for changes that may occur. Planning for a component of a project means identifying all the things that need to get done, developing a schedule, and using all the techniques available to manage that schedule, developing a budget, devising stakeholder engagement and communication plans, and creating risk response strategies. Now you move on to project implementation. Doing the project work is both an art and a science. On the technical side, this means managing people, issues, and internal controls. Remember your job. Because we operate in an environment of risk, we must be constantly monitoring, evaluating, and maintaining control of our project. Monitoring helps project managers do their work because it allows them to answer the question, are we doing things right? And allows them to track project performance in terms of money, time, risk, and quality. Evaluation helps by answering the question, are we doing the right things? Throughout it all, project managers must maintain control, which means they must have established a process for managing decision-making and change. The story of a project can end in a variety of ways. No matter how the project ends, a good project manager should have an end-of-project transition strategy, which was first developed at the very start. Project closure means that internal and external stakeholders have verified the project scope and acknowledged that all deliverables have been met, and that contract, financial, and administrative closure is complete. Finally, the end of a project should mean taking the time to reflect and learn. The learning gained from one project can make you an even better project manager and can make the story of the next project even brighter.